Guys, good morning. Good morning. Wherever you're joining us from, good morning. FYI family, good morning. Loretta and Bernice and Fennel, good morning, folks. It's the morning after the day before. Hope that you guys are great. No doubt the murder of Ariana Young is a topic of high interest for you guys. I have seen so many comments on social media, so many posts on social media. This issue has really arrested the attention of the nation, because it is so bizarre. It is so bizarre. And so many people have to be working in tandem, conspiracy almost. It is so bizarre. We'd love to hear some of your thoughts this morning. If you guys care to share your thoughts with us, we want to do that. You all know our usual number, 627-6963. You can send us a voice note, if you please, and we're going to share it. We'd love to hear from you guys on this issue. And our singular number has been 627-6963. Love to hear from some of you. Is Marilyn Lorimer on as yet? Is Marilyn Thomas on? Good morning, Sheena and Yvette. I see you guys here. I don't see the others. Mandy, Eula. Eula, how are you doing? Desiree Duncan is on the live too. Desiree, family. Good to have you on the live this morning, Desiree. Auntie Sandra's on the live. All the whole family come on this morning. Auntie Sandra, good morning to you. Good morning to you. Auntie Sandra said, good morning, freedom fighters. Correct is right. Bertrand Henry. Good morning, Bertrand. 627-6963 is our number. Let me see if I can do it from my end. All right. It's, of course, I don't know if you're calling from someplace else. You do the 592-627-6963. And you should see it coming by your end. 627-6963. Right. And it's the number we use for MMG as well. Send the VN a voice note. Vienna's voice note, right? That's big people. We gotta stick together, you know. Send a VN 6276963. Love to hear from some of you. So much occurred on the ground yesterday, folks. So much occurred on the ground yesterday, stemming from the disappearance of Ariana Young to her discovery in the pool of the Doubleday Hotel there in Tushan. That's how it started. That is how it started. Take a look at some reporting from our very own Adam Harris, who helps us out so much to put these things into context. Take a look.
11-year-old Adriana Young's body was fished out of a swimming pool in the compound of the Double Hotel at Tushan, East Bank, Escobar today. A few hours later, the hotel was set ablaze. Stephen recalled the girl and her relatives entering the hotel.
Seriously, straight them out to that. This little is a 12-year-old child. You understand? This is a 12-year-old child. It can be any of us kids. I have a son. I have an 8-year-old son. This can be any of us kids. You understand? Business people, you need to open your eyes and start doing stupidness.
The home of the owner was also set ablaze. People recalled that during the search for the girl, the swimming pool in which the body was found was one of the places searched. There was no body there at the time. The police in a press statement claimed that a video camera recorded the girl leaving in a ram. But when the relatives asked to view that camera, there was no such recording. In the wake of the fire, armed police arrived at the scene. The water tenders that arrived from 3 locations couldn't suppress the blaze. Meanwhile, angry residents gathered outside the burning building. But it seemed as if the entire village had turned out of the scene. The villagers voiced their anger.
The murder y'all in there. The murder shit. And it's like for distract people. For God kill up for the murderer. It is murderer. They do it more than one time.
We need justice to the child. The more than they got to trust in the pool. We need justice to the child. Everybody got
This is not a political nothing. Woman, not doing this. Parrot, not doing this. None of the party have nothing to do with it. But the people just need justice.
By then, the hotel was on fire.
If that child drowned in that pool yesterday, for the time that she was missing, a lot of persons were there because they never shut the business down. They had the business going as normal. We were out here last all night to play day, clean the pool check. Nothing in the pool. They're trying to distract the father. Give me half an hour, give me half an hour. They bring a stiff in that.
Yeah, our apologies there, folks. Our apologies. But some of what took place yesterday at that pool, the discovery of the body of Ariana Young yesterday. Yeah, apologies there again. Ariana Young, her body, 11 years old. The folks said they searched that pool 5 times. Searched that pool 5 times. Been up to the top floor of that hotel, looked down in that pool, crystal clear, nothing. Searched the pool when she went missing the day before at 3 o'clock. Searched in the evening, searched in the middle of the night, searched it yesterday morning, twice. Yesterday morning, 5 times. 5 times they searched that pool. 5 times. And her body just appeared at the pool. Just appeared at the pool. And, you know, there are so many headlines this morning. President Irfan Ali visited with the family last evening. And of course, by now, all Guyanese know the refrain. No stone left unturned. Deborah, Marcia, Troy, do those refrains sound knowing? We're going to launch an investigation. But the folks got no confidence in those investigations. None whatsoever. We've heard it so many times before, and we've come up empty-handed. How could we be upset with people when they say they don't want to hear it? How could we disagree with them? How? Here's some of what the father said yesterday, folks.
Muhammad was one of the many public figures to turn up at Tushan today, Thursday. The father of the dead girl recalled being invited by the police to search the hotel.
When this place gets bright, the police come to me and say, take 5 of your family members and go to start that building. And I was standing like everybody, and I said, why everybody can't go start it?
Correct.
I said, why everybody can't, none of me want to teach nothing there.
Correct.
I don't look at, I have to steal it.
Correct.
One reason I'm there, that.
Right.
Here, and tell me again. I'll be honest with you, I believe since I come here, I ain't going to place.
He said that every time the people invited him to go inside and search for his daughter, he refused.
I said, I'm not going to search me daughter. I said, yeah, no, with me daughter today. I wait till you have me daughter.
All right.
So I tell them no. We search the phone, we search the hotel more than one time.
Right.
We search the hotel last night when I give it occasion. When I give it okay last night about 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yes.
Almost 12 hours already passed me daughter missing. Then they tell me last night search like some me searching the building.
Yeah.
That was my reaction to them last night. That was the first night.
This man was fucking China, mate.
This morning, again, this morning again, about 6. As things get right. As I always say, none of we go home. And we, up now, we even eat breakfast and lunch. I don't really care, my belly full though.
Yeah.
Commissioner call. And Auntie Dulcie phone. And Auntie Dulcie come and say, come.
You them that which one?
I walk and I go to Auntie Dulcie. And she said somebody want to speak to you. And answer this phone, this what time? What's wrong? About just 9 going on to 9:30. Tell me he's on his way here. Give him about half an hour. Please quiet down the people there.
That was easier said than done. He said that he saw a crowd running in the direction of the pool. It was about
From the
9.
time I thought I'll come down the road and I decided to walk and going back. I stop and I sit. I bow my head. I got on a vision. I see me that and it's fucking. I sit there and I see everybody. I saw everybody start running across there. It was just after 9:30, going at 10 o'clock. You know what I'm telling you? When I see everybody run across there, everybody said, look, this lady out in this pool.
It's not punching the
When I jump over there, I don't have a phone, I don't know what the phone at, I jump in the pool, and I look like that. My baby on.
What am I, baby?
I'm being part.
Distraction.
I don't have the picture, but I know.
The picture. Yeah.
Them abuse each other. When a person drunk, I know. I don't care, man. I can't go to the river. I don't care because the pool. We go to the beach and swim.
Yeah.
And I sit and look at them.
Definitely.
I just wait on the chair, I get to the beach and I swim.
Yeah.
No. When I watch me down,
He said that the hotel owner wasn't there. He added that it had to be someone who was working there. Member of Parliament Joretta Finance said that there are too many questions to which there are no answers.
As a government, what is this government doing to protect our children? I am waiting to see the actual ministers. I mean, one of the ministers in government is living a stone's away, and I'm not seeing them present on the ground here today. This is our people. We have to come out here and support them and represent them. We are calling for an impartial investigation, and we want an independent post-mortem done.
She said that the family should never have to grieve for a child. She said that she failed to see any representative of the government.
Today, And I am not satisfied with what I saw transpired last night. I am not satisfied. We need answers and the family needs justice. And these people want to talk about making things political. It's not political. Politicians are supposed to be here to protect and serve. If we're not protecting and serving, then what are we doing? I don't want anybody coming and saying don't make these things political. Politicians are responsible for protecting our people, our children. Let us make very well sure that this child's death does not go unnoticed. We must get answered, and the family must be given every assurance that they will have an independent, impartial investigation.
Yeah, that's some of what MP Trito Finance, the father, as well said yesterday. So Brian Young is the father, MP Trito Finance, talking to us at the end there. And as you saw in the background, Amanzo was in his ear, Member of Parliament as well, and Shadow Minister for Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation was on the ground as well yesterday. We're going to get some thoughts from her in a second. But first, some of you have been sending in your voice notes, and let's take a listen.
Sherrod, morning. This is Rihanna Mingo. Sherrod, what I wanted to know, because I'm not hearing that no one's saying if the staff's being arrested and the owner being arrested. But I saw something on TikTok was saying that he tried to flee the country, he and one of the staff member, that they said that unalive the kid. That's my opinion. I wanted to know.
Yeah. Thanks very much. I saw some reporting too that suggests that both issues. One, that they would have been in police custody, staff and the owner of the hotel. And then I saw reporting too that suggested that the owner and his family would have fled overseas. We're going to stay on top of this all day, folks. We're going to stay on top of this story all day and keep you guys posted as to what is the situation as of this morning, as soon as we can. That being said, I'd love to take another one of these voice notes. On this issue, folks, we've pinned our number to the top of the chat. Marlon.
Good morning, Sherrod. I'm going to say happy Friday to you, but my Friday is not happy because I'm still angry and upset. Sherrod, for me and my take, the entire command of the Guyana Police Force in Region 3 should be sent home.
Yeah, correct.
The commander needs to be sent home. Clifton Akins should have been given as his dismissal letter ASAP. Robson Ben should have been sent home. These people are a waste of time. They are failing the Guyanese people.
Over and over.
And as far as I'm concerned, the entire PPP should resign. They are shameful. They are classless. Them is a disgrace to Guyana. And they are putting us on the international scene and making we look bad.
Correct.
They need to go.
Correct. They're going to look in tin.
This Commander Mandel, every region that they send him to work, you got murders. It's a set of crime. Why are they trying to cover up this crime? Huh? Why? I am so upset and angry till now. Look, I have a 10-year-old grandchild and I was that upset. I get a headache instant when I hear this thing. I'm like thinking like, what? This could have been my granddaughter.
Yeah.
Till now, I'm that much emotional till now. I didn't even eat last night. These people overdoing it. The PPP need to pack up and go. They're not serving the Guyanese people well. They're a failure. The other thing is that now Region 3 is a PPP stronghold. And this is to tell you how the PPP is disrespectful to Region 10. And it appears though Region 10 is the battlefield. So when we want target practice, let me wait for the protests, and we gonna go and shoot them up. The police, Kendall, kill Ronaldo. The next day, another one shoot. Done. Nobody am born, nothing. All we do was burn road. That's all the people do. Burn road. They tear gas, they shoot. They do all what they could do. Nobody ain't burn building, they ain't burn hotel, they ain't burn house, they ain't burn nothing. But you go there shooting. But Region 3 is used stronghold. And the people burn, they burn buildings, they burn vehicles. Not even tear gas ain't even pass no way there. The people started looting. And all the brown clothes man do is just turn and watch the people and turn their back. Could this be fair? If people gotta protest, let everybody protest and leave people to hell alone.
Yeah.
Stop harassing Linden people. They need to stop harassing Linden. They need to stop it.
Yeah.
Because it ain't gonna happen for all the time because Linden people gonna get a push. And when they push really more than them, police gonna get what coming to them. They need to stop this thing. That they just show out the racism blatantly. And they keep saying that they ain't got racism in Guyana. I want James Bond, Tandy McAllister, the Mark Ferdinand, and the whole pack of them who sign all PPP, go to PPP and racist and PPP in this. And why everyone they got for say no, let them come out and say no, I want to say.
Yeah.
Let all of them come out and talk. And the chase green, and the whole pack of them will jump in. And the rest who want to jump and go, you better think before you move. This is time we got to shut the damn country down and get rid of them.
Yeah. I understand.
I'm fed up. I'm sick and fed up of them, man.
I understand what Marlon is saying. I understand what Marlon is saying from the point of view, not that Marlon, I'm certain wants tear gas to be fired in Region 3 or people to be shot and killed by the police in Region 3. But outside of that, long before Region 3 erupted yesterday, the unevenness of the police response, that's number one. Number two, the police communication, they said they made a blunder with this, with them saying in the statement they saw definitively this girl getting into a car and somebody named Orlando and the car was spotted here and there and everywhere. You know, heads got to roll. Heads got to roll. The police themselves need investigating. And the police can investigate the police. The police cannot investigate the police. As I said, MP Amanda Walton, the zeros on the ground yesterday as well, and spoke to the media. This is what she said.
Where to be that an 11-year-old went swimming with her family and she is now dead. Of greater concern, though, Andrew, is the fact that the police forces once again lied. Issued a statement that she left with somebody named Orlando in a red and black Ram, BSS something. Right? The police have once again lied.
That was Member of Parliament Amanda Walton Desir. She was at the scene of the fiery protest at Tushan East Bank Executive today, Thursday.
And I also want us to remember that this family went live all night last night.
Look at this. This is the child.
They went live all night last night. You have to highlight it because
Just take a look at this guy. Look.
Right. Right. So her face looks burned. There are marks on her hand and her feet from what you can see. So we're looking at the photo of her now. Listen, answers have to be given. Resignations have to be tendered.
She said that enough is enough. She said that the call by President Irfan Ali for the police to investigate the matter is akin to a joke.
Investigate a lie that they put out that she left. The police said that she left. Listen, I'm very emotional because I'm a mother, I have children. And anybody who has a child understands what those parents are going through. And, you know, I salute the people who refused to move from here last night. Because had they moved, and now it's interesting that she's found in the pool because Guyanese critic went on a live that was viewed by hundreds of thousands of people in which he scoured the entire pool.
She said that one can't want the very people who disseminated the lie to turn around and investigate the lie.
What do people do when they can't trust the police or the government? You end up with vigilante justice. That is what you end up with. So this thing about an investigation or whatever, we long past that. By the end of the day, Hickens should resign. And if Irfan is a president worth his salt, he would require Higgins to resign. But it seems to me like the police force got the government being held to ransom. Because I cannot understand that I'm the president of a country. The police force is so obviously broken down, and I am powerless to do anything. The whole side of them should be sent home.
Yeah. Higgins got a secret. That is the problem. Higgins got a secret. Higgins got a secret. If the police don't do the dirty work for finale, if the police force don't do the dirty work for Barrett Jagdio, they know who's doing it. All of them steep in the cesspool and the miasma that has become Guyana. Very steep in it. You all issued a statement that said somebody named Orlando in a red and black ram viewed in the tape. And I don't buy this manufactured concern from the vice president as I saw in his press conference yesterday. I'm not even going to play it today. I'm not going to buy that manufactured concern because just like Amanzi said, they have been part of the problem, compromising the Guyana police force. Compromising the Guyana police force. They've been part of the problem. And this is the symptom of it. As somebody said on social media, now people have found this black car in Orlando, this black and red Ram Altia, Beth, the police put out a statement trying to convince the family, friends, supporters, and Region 3 to look in another direction. The child not in the hotel. This child went missing at 3 o'clock. The family discovered her missing the day before. They searched the pool. I saw a woman saying people went in the pool when that search ensued. Walked that pool, nobody was there. That pool was searched 4 other times. And you telling me what? And people must just say, we trust y'all, the Guyana police force, to investigate the Guyana police force. And we must trust y'all to determine who must come and do the autopsy and all of that. Not a bit of it. What if the people had met up at Orlando? Torch Orlando car, Orlando house. You all remember when Brick Dam burned down? They said it was an inmate with a wire, a lighter, and a sponge. Took down the whole compound, 80% of it. Nobody don't trust this administration. They don't trust the police because all of them in bed together. All of them. And they just come out and say, oh, we regret this statement. They've walked back the statement. We mad in this country or what? Huh? Maybe they are what part? We mad or what? Morning. All right, there. All right, people are noticeably incensed. Irvin Dunn.
Sharon, a blessed good morning to you and all your listening audience.
Morning.
This morning, I'm so hurt and upset. This thing brought tears to my eyes yesterday watching it. These people are so damn wicked. Eh? How could the police in the first place tell these people this life story and knowing that it's not true? Eh? They did that to distract the people, and they thought the people would have moved from there.
Correct.
But as soon as they would carry the dirty act, and I think they would have carried that child's body and dump it in perfect harmony to blame some innocent flipping person.
Yeah.
But God don't like ugly. God make them happen. God skin them up. I want all them in the hotel that was working there, all them should get jail. And I think it's them people set the hotel on fire themselves for cover the flipping evidence at the time, but people set fire. The people must go there after and set the put another fire starter, but they had to set a fire. But you see me, if it was me, child, it would be a life for a flipping life. I would have put somebody for crawl up on the belly like a snake. Trust me.
Thank you very much for that. Folks, you cannot believe anything you hear out of these people. Nothing. They can't come and tell me no protesters set fire to the building, you know. These are people who wanted those same citizens and residents of Region 3 to look the other way, to go down another street, and quick to say it's opposition elements, thugs and hooligans and so on. Look another way. And now all the Guyana police force could say, we made a mistake and we will seek to correct our communication apparatus. That's it. That's it. That is it. So when they come now and tell you somebody was found with this and found with that, and how could you believe that? How could you believe that? The folks manufacturing these things at will, manufacturing them at will, and you must just take it and run with it like that.
Good morning, Sharon.
Morning.
And viewing audience, listening audience. I am so upset.
Rightfully so.
When I heard of the girls dead yesterday, because all morning we were on the phone back and forth, just looking at all the updates back here in the US. And my daughter was like, Mommy, they found the body. She's dead. But then you found the body in the pool. And little 11-year-old Adriana Young, body didn't take in no water. As a drowning person, make
Cotton
sense
wool
to
in
me.
her nose and her
Guyana
nostrils.
and Guyanese and Guyana police force and the world at large. Please make it make sense. Guyanese, focus.
Hold her focus to cotton wool stuffed in her nose, and she drowned in the pool. You know, you heard with all the bruises, the burns, and so forth. And you know who I want to salute? You know who I want to salute? I want to salute Laura Batson, that neighbor, who went out there and picked up fire rage for the parents and said, we ain't left in. Beth and Sonia Sargent, Chanel Smith, pick up fire rage for the parents. She said, we ain't left in here. The Matson. And Laura stayed. Laura was the first live we got 2 nights ago. Laura said, make it make sense. The Matson. We're moving from here. And you all know the rest. Ministers went on the ground yesterday morning with more police security than the Guyana police force could afford to send in that building to look for that girl. More police guarding the building than inside looking for that young lady. Ariana, wickedness.
Sharon, good morning.
Morning, my sister.
All night I ain't sleep. And the reason why I ain't sleep, you see these police, you know what I think is going to happen? Where these police is going to come to themselves is when people will start kidnapping some of them children and start killing some of these police. Because I don't know if they think the vice president, who they in way they're hiding and passing orders, will save them. And get it look sharp, because that is what is going to happen. How can you do people, children, them thing? They don't have children, they do not have kids. Or it's because it's a black child. None of them, they may have children. These black police were shooting up at people, children, and all these things. They do not have kids. Okay. Well, I wish them and their family all the best, because people wouldn't sit down all the time and take trash from them. People will never. But you know what my grandmother always say? When a mother belly bite her, it will be tongue.
Yeah.
So they don't really know about that.
Yeah.
First time I ever hear a father say his belly biting.
Yep.
Enough of them, other men, policemen, belly gun got to bite them. And then they feel all the civilians they feel.
That is what the father maintained. He said, I feel it in my belly. My daughter's still inside. He maintained that. Folks, I wanna advise you all. I know this regime. I want to advise you to choose your words carefully and responsibly. We're not advocating violence on anybody. We're not advocating malice towards anybody. I want to underscore that, because they were quick to try to point you in another direction and say, look, Douglas here must kill law enforcement and encouraging that on this program. We're not about that. They understand that in this country here, something happened tomorrow and we on to the next issue. We on to the next issue. We ain't forgetting the boys in Linden. Thank you, Marlon. We ain't forgetting the Henry boys. You see the depth of the history of our wounds? We ain't forgetting our in Boston. But here is where we are, Ariana. Ariana Young, 11 years old. So many questions unanswered. And in all of that, we are not advocating violence against the person of anybody. Anybody. They're going to make it about that. The next thing you know, Ariana, this issue here in the background. And they come down like victims. I never forgot that live in Golden Grove when that other young man met his demise at the hands of the police. Quindon Bacchus. A man walked in front of the camera and uttered some words. I didn't even know what the man said. Next thing is a long epistle from Irfan about his life being threatened and every day he wake up and this and that. You know when they found the man crazy. You know when they do found the man, and forcing the man to say, I put you up to say it. The whole community said, that man, the elevator don't meet the top floor. He's mentally challenged. The elevator doesn't meet the top floor. But they're like that. So we got to be extremely careful. Extremely careful. So again, we started off on this other tangent here because of Laura Batson. Stood her ground, Gary, Everett, Sheena. Folks, we can't take any calls now. Send a voice note. Send a voice note. Sometimes it's got borrow a little courage, Tracy. And Everett. You don't always got it, you know. Sometimes you got borrow a little faith. And Laura's whole, we did an extensive interview with Laura for our program last evening. We started the program with Laura Batson. She walked us through the story. You can view that on demand in your own time. It's on YouTube, it's on Facebook. Our program last evening. Sometimes you got borrow some courage. Laura, when she got on the ground there at around 8 o'clock, 2 nights ago, she saw the parents resigned because they wanted to go into the hotel. So they stayed long in front of the hotel like nobody. Barred from going to the station, barred from going to the hotel. And Laura Barshebelli went live and said, we are moving from here. We are not moving. That's what she said. We are shifting. We are moving. Set your face like a flint. Let's take another.
Sherrod, good morning.
Morning.
I am so upset of what is going on right now. But you see, the person or the persons that were responsible for that child murder, when the backlash from Sherrod, they wouldn't be able with it. It gonna come on them. It gonna come on the children's children, till down to the 10th generation. It ain't gonna be funny. And the police that were involved in this conspiracy, the backlash have dropped on them and all, and they ain't gonna able with it. It gonna be too much of fire on them. Yeah. God don't sleep. He said, vengeance is mine, and I will repay. So let them carry on bravely.
Yeah. You know, and that is why I personally repudiate violence against people. I repudiate violence against the authorities and violence against the person of anybody. I repudiate that. The good book that I believe in says, what you do in this life is come back to you in this life. What you do to people in this life is come back to you in this life here. And the people who are doing the wickedness and the nastiness, they know they're coming back to them yesterday. I didn't think to see everything. They didn't know they're coming back to them yesterday. I heard people who have been harmed by them in the past came out there yesterday with the photographs and loved ones that they lost in the same pool. Lost in the same pool. But the father held on.
I tell the major, my daughter's in there. And the major was listening to me this morning when I tell them. You see for yourself for my daughter all the time. You see what I'm talking about is a lie. And the police are coming to chase me from here last night. And the police are, you know, it's not the police are put me through. And not the police are my daughter, but they lock up beside here. The police are started to build them 4 or 5 times. I never go in the building. I never go in the building. The police started to build them 4 or 5 times. I tell the police when I don't start, my daughter still in the back.
No, you're fine. And you refused to move. Why did you refuse to move? You said your daughter. What made you get this feeling that your daughter's still in here?
I tell you, since I come here yesterday, my belly tell me my daughter's in here. You hear? Since yesterday, my daughter barely tell me she's in there.
How you made her understand that she's in there? How you found her?
The bench and throw she in the pool. They bring her and throw her in the pool.
Did you get an opportunity to see the pool at any point in time?
I searched the pool this morning.
You searched the pool this morning?
I searched the pool after 6 this morning with police. I didn't went there. It will have 6 of my family. Search the whole building. I was standing right there watching them because the pool's right there. And nobody didn't saw a body. Yeah? And you check it after work. After 10. After 10. But 10. Some later around 10. We don't have bodies appear. Just so magically appear in the pool. There, alive.
So what at this point is your suspicion? What do you suspect?
My suspicion is what happened in this place for years. Among the poor who die in this place and they have no fish for sure, nobody, no justice, nothing, right? And I know to myself, right? The same thing will happen. They will wait till we go when the hell will find your body. Yeah. But this is why I stand and I stay here. And I will never move how long I see the your body. Why say move it was today, I will stand whole day today. And tomorrow will be the same thing. The next day will be the same thing. But God.
You see any mark of violence or not?
Yes. A lot of mark of violence. Or hands, or knee.
All bruised.
Different. It's very different. I don't like that.
What do you want to see from here on out? I know a life is lost. What do you want to see from here out?
Justice. I would like to see justice for my son, for my daughter. I would like to see justice for the staff members who was working in there when my daughter was abducted. All the staff members, I tell the police them up there yesterday. I tell the police, but each and every one.
Yeah. There's a father, he said he felt it in his belly. That's what he said. He felt it in his belly. The girl's still in there. Morning. From the islands. Good morning. Folks, we can't take your calls. Send us a voice note, 627-6963. We can't take your calls, so we're very sorry.
I don't understand what he can still doing on the work, you know. And Ali have the audacity. Matter of fact, Ali should go home too. Because Ali have the audacity to tell us that he tell Akins to set up some special investigation team to investigate this.
That should make it better.
It's the same Akins who was in command in 2012 in Linden when the 3 protesters was gunned down by the police gun. It's the same Akins was in charge when the protester was killed in 2025. Someone was killed at a protest in 2025 under Akins' watch. It is under Akins' watch. The police in Esgribo was killed. It is under Akins' watch. The same Ali, he said that he bringing in RSS to after Sergeant Bascom make the allegation of corruption and the cover-up. You know the PPP and Akins is a cover-up team.
Correct.
To cover up Paper Shots murder. And the RSS come and tell us that the police, Guyana police political force is capable of investigating the matter. But for the RSS to come and tell Guyanese that, it means that the RSS need investigation. Because every Guyanese on the ground know that under Akins' watch, the Guyana police force is incapable of doing any proper investigation. And it says, When was the Henry boy that not one stone was left unturned? Mr. Duncan, how much name and on that list since then, and people still waiting for justice. You remember the boy with a kill and he had to get a protest to get all the attention when he go get the lady Polori? Look how much people name add to that list. When he said no stone gonna be left unturned. I don't understand why Ropes is still doing on the work. I don't understand what Akins still doing on the work. Akins need to go home. That is lack of listen. I do not understand. Like it is like something he told this man plays. I don't understand what foolishness going on. From since the child missing that hotel supposed to lock down, that's a no-brainer. You don't need military training to know that. That hotel supposed to lock down as a crime scene. One time, what foolishness them telling these people? I don't understand. Who is the commissioner of police? Did he have any what type of training this man gets?
It's who you can call.
Who you unload the hotel
it's who
to
you can
call.
It,
and there's a child missing right on the vicinity. Within a hour of the result based on what is out on social media.
It's
and
who you
then
can call.
The same police force put out statements saying girl left the premises and think, how can the RSS say these people, how the hell the RSS could say these people are capable of investigating? When them said them a footage said the girl left the premises and then the girl shot dead
in the hotel
premises. What foolishness is that? They just need to go home.
The main team she left.
They can't do the work. All they could do, Ali and all of them, Akins and all of them, is shake corruption. That's the only thing they're good for.
Yep, the main thing she left the hotel with it in this round.
This thing is so unheard of. How the police gonna tell the people, the mother and the father, wait till they break, and then we're gonna run to the search. So what do the hold on? It's the same police team and went and searched up Melly Mel mother place.
Same people.
Why the same team went and searched up Melly Mel mother place and couldn't find nothing? Why they didn't go search for the girl? Why
same
is it
people.
the mother and father got to helter skelter and your family members and neighbors searching for the girl? What foolishness Akins doing? How Ali them get Akins on this walk? I don't understand.
Because he know the dirty story, that's why.
That's a no-brainer. If they had the team to rush up in Melly Mel mother place, say them searching for this and they're searching for that. When them folks search for a missing child, why is it the parents and the community people, the people that confuse the people that say when they go in this door, they may know for that door, the people that may get training for such place? But the same team who went and searched at Melly Mel place and whoever commander give the instruction, but the father come in and for it and you need to go to.
And also,
he need to go home. Telling parents about go home. Like you get children. How the people go home and they know that the picnic they in there. The picnic come out there. Show me the evidence that the picnic come out from there. I don't understand the kids and the whole entourage of them. They come in for region. You need to go home.
Yeah. You know, in addition to that, I don't forget MP Christopher Jones. The blackout he whole community. Police jumping out the helicopter, jumping out the trees. Said had about 150 police because they wanted to embarrass him, stormed his home. So they're looking for state assets. And you couldn't get 2 police at 3 o'clock to shut down the hotel, scour the pool, go door to door, room to room. Couldn't get 2 police. Soon as your front turn with 500 of them. Wickedness like you never see it or hear it before. Wickedness.
What?
My brother.
Morning, Brother Sherrod and viewers. Brother Sherrod.
Morning, Ricardo. Good to hear from you.
President Granger was such a bad man, Was such a bad man. And yet still, the black brothers and sisters, the Indian brothers and sisters, the Amerindian brothers and sisters, and getting killed out. And still, the police force was a police force. But Granger was bad. Granger didn't run the country good. Granger was bad.
Yeah.
We come off the corruption list and all them kind of thing. But Granger was bad.
Yeah.
And Brother Sherrod and viewers, let me see it for what it is. This thing got a face. This thing got a face. And we got to call it for what it is. Because let's say if this was happening to our Amerindian brothers and sisters, where the police just, targeting and killing out the Amerindian brothers and sisters, you must got to defend and cry out, What about if was the black police officers killing our Hindu brothers and sisters with Barajagdio them there? What would they going on? Like what you see going on to our black brothers and sisters. We could call the names. We could call it so much since this government take office.
Yep. Correct, Ricardo.
Granger won't even do half quarter. Just one. Like the child, if it was an Indian child and Granger was in office, they didn't go down easy.
Yeah. You don't get a statement
They
out
didn't
of
go down easy.
Ralph Gonzalez and Mayor Martin.
Jagdio is just time. Just time. Just time. The longest rope got to end. The longest rope got to end. It going done.
Yeah. Long time gone, Ricardo. Short time come.
The longest rope got to end.
Correct is right. Correct is right. Can't add anything else there. Want to get through all the voice notes before we wrap up.
Share the blessed good morning to you and everyone that is listening to this program.
Morning.
Share the incident with a little child. It shook the core and the soul of this nation. And the only reason why it has been exposed is because of the prayer of the saints and the decent people of this land. We got to keep praying as a people so that the evildoers will continue to be exposed and all the demonic altars and all the demonic sacrifices must be
must be pulled down. Correct is right, Don. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Don. Another person.
Sharon Duncan, a pleasant good morning to you and your viewers.
Morning, Carly.
I would like to say, I've been watching this video, this live, from since yesterday morning. I'm a mother of 3. My eldest is 11. They say it could have been anybody, children. The Guyana Police Force, the hotel staff, everybody know the whereabouts of this little child. For me, if I was the president, to be honest with you, I had locked him up. I would have locked up every single body from Guyana Police Force. I would have stripped them down and everything. For Priyaman Chan, she's supposed to protect our kids.
And Vinja Prasad
Look
too.
when you coming to come. Look when you're looking for come. When everything is over. If it was Priyaman Chan child, what would have been the outcome? I know all places would have locked down. Nobody in. Nobody.
Where was the first lady last night?
It was in finale. It was, I don't know, but
Where was the first lady?
Even if it was one of them in the high power, that hotel would have been locked down. That place would have been searched, and they would have found that child. You claim that the child drowned. She have mark of violence. What the hell? Cotton wool doing in that child nose. And you claim that she drowned. They murdered that little child, Sharon.
Plain as day.
They murdered that child.
Plain as day. Plain as day.
They murdered that child.
All of them should resign. President, write down. Where's the first lady? I saw the president with the family last night. Where's the first lady? She only good for balance, huh? People swinging from the chandelier and dress up fancy and Gucci and Armani and Louis Vuitton and so. She only good for going at Van Arpels and shop and so on. 48 hours later, she ain't got a statement out on her Facebook page. She only good for broad hats and big shades and so on. As a mother. Where the first lady there? Where the first lady? Top to bottom.
Good morning, Mr. Duncan.
Morning.
Question. I know everybody is sad about the little child death and so forth. Right? And we focusing on the justice and so forth. But what happened to the proprietor and his son from this hotel? Has anybody know if they've been arrested or anything? I'm hearing rumors, or I don't know if it's rumors that they had fled the country. That is my take.
But I'm going to go on Travis' strength. Having not seen the information for myself, I'm going to go on Travis' strength because he's saying that they're in police custody. So I'm gonna brace on Travis.
Hi, Sheriff. Morning again. Yes, that caller is saying if she was the president, she would have locked up everybody involved. Point taken. But this is only to show you, because it is alleged that those persons that own that hotel is friend of the president.
Yep. Yep. But she doesn't get the campaign for 2025 big money.
Family, favorite, and everything.
It's in that friend.
Shame on this government.
She doesn't get,
Shame on this government. And also I'm learning that the family left the country. If that is so, oh my God.
Yeah, but the turn back the boy they going Antigua the other day.
With a capital S. Shame.
They turn back the boy going to Antigua the other day.
What this government gives.
Yeah, the drone operator was going to Antigua the other day. They turned him back. Right? They turn him back. You think they're easy? They turn him back. But we're watching it, folks. Welcome, coming, Chanel.
Good morning, Sharon.
Morning.
This is so disturbing. I am a total mess. The police handled this whole thing totally wrong. And I'm surprised that up to now we have not seen resignations from some of these people. You have a child that went missing. The parent they made a police report. The first couple hours, they're critical when a child is missing. She is a child. She's not even a teenager. She's a baby. And no effort was made when that report was made to search for that child. They should not have asked persons to help search in their hotel. The police should have stormed that place. The police should have stormed that place.
Can't storm your friend place.
A child, it's a child, a baby.
Your friend place.
What are they really there for? I thought they were there to protect and serve.
Yeah. Protect and serve the elites.
But this is not what we signed up for. This is not what this country should be about.
Protect and serve the friends, the family, and the favorites.
This is sickening. It is sickening, Sherrod. Then on top of that, their own showed that pool was empty.
Yep.
Because critics showed it was
top
empty.
To bottom. Search 5 times.
The police searched themselves. It was empty. How did she appear in that pool yesterday morning?
Yeah.
We need justice. And this should not. I see they're coming with a whole lot of promises on the propaganda pages this morning. And I'm begging persons to not get distracted.
Correct.
Let us focus on justice for this family.
Correct.
And for this child.
Correct. Distract. Just like they wanted to distract yesterday and the day before, that is what they're trying to focus on. Right? Distract.
Good morning, Sharon. Here the people of Guyana have to understand. You have to understand that the police corrupt and the police working with the government. So what you expect? The police knew that the child was already dead hours before.
Correct.
That's why
Ali knew too.
They stopped the relatives from entering. The police working hand in hand with the PPP regime.
The police is part of the corruption.
Now waking up and understanding and rising up. The hotel owner, the hotel workers knew the child was dead. The child was nowhere by the pool. When the police went in there to search, they bring out the girl from the hotel and put she in the pool to see like if she drowned. People are foolish. Anybody know that if she was in the pool,
she would have been swelled up. And if you look at her body, you see marks of violence. So they can't fool people. Nobody is stupid. And good morning to you, Sherrod. Good morning to you and your viewers.
Morning.
So that is what happened.
All right.
The girl.
Let's take another one. Thank you very much for your comment. Let's take another one. So many people sent in their voice notes. I want to make sure everybody is heard. Here's another one.
I want to know why the police that was there yesterday is still on the road working this morning. And secondly, the guy that his legs were wet from knee down, what his position? What is happening to that? Thirdly, I want to know why. I want the same thing that happened when everybody on the West Coast could come out on their streets, on their thing, line Region 3 from Freedom Hope to Parika, line the road up with the people on the protest, line them up, let them come out. Get them to come out on the road corner.
All right, Region 3, I hope you are listening. I hope you're listening, Region 3.
Mr. Duncan, good morning. I've been following this whole thing here, right? And in my humble view, the president is responsible for this, right? If you place square peg in round holes, that's the kind of results you get, right? And it's going to happen. It happened already in 3 regions, and it's going to happen in other regions. Yes, because in my view, they don't have qualified people. The commission is not qualified for that position. And if the leader is not qualified, what do you think can happen down the line? Right? And 2, the people should start to protest the police headquarters and let them see whether he be serious. We don't want this man there, right? And all the other places start to protest it, right? Bring some kind of pressure on Irfan Ali, because you just can't be showing up when people lost life and saying, "Oh, we can bring this and we can do this and we can do that." The people don't want to hear that. The people want action. We don't want to be fed up hearing that nonsense. You understand? That's my take on it.
Thank you so much. Folks, we're wrapping up. Justice in this country favors the elites, the well-to-dos and so on. That's who justice favors. Not the 20 Amerindian brothers and sisters, the 20 young women, that little boy who burned to death in that fire. No, justice doesn't belong to them. Their parents got now carry the government to court. Right? Unrelated to the police, but similarly important, this 7-year-old boy that was shot in his head and died in Charlestown. How many months ago? Anybody convicted yet? Huh? Justice in this country takes a long time, if it ever comes. As I'm seeing his face, young Gustave, shot in his head. Those men firing indiscriminately in Charlestown, hit that child in his head. Anybody convicted yet? Huh? Anybody convicted yet for that? All those young people died in that dorm. Minister still got show up because we take it. We take it. Not a man in our home. 20 of our indigenous children died in an oven. No heads and roll. Because you know why? People's protect their own. They got some of the worst criminals, convicts, drug pushers, cocaine smugglers in their ranks. In their ranks. And you see it with your own eye. It seems that the bigger the penalty coming against you, the bigger the infraction against the law, money laundering, cocaine pushing, you're going to endorse Irfan Ali, all is well and good with you. All is well and good with you. You're going to give Irfan an endorsement, all is good and well with you. Folks, I beg you, not to send any more voice notes. We're wrapping up. I want to play the rest before we go. But first, the aunt of Ariana Young spoke with us. Ariana, of course, is the young lady who perished yesterday. Body was discovered in that pool. 5 times the pool search. Suddenly, she body appears when everybody back turned. 5 times. Amika Lewis, Ariana's aunt, spoke with us yesterday. Spoke with us. His wickedness.
What's happening? All right, so my little sister's daughter was discovered dead today in the Doubleday pool. We were here since yesterday. Some family members came since after 2. I came after 3. We were begging the police to lock down the place so that we can search. They did not do that, and a police by the name of Reese indicated that he can't do that because he's going to lose his job. Their son is claiming that, he claimed that she left. He never offers us any sympathy, didn't come and talk to us anything. They never allowed us to search as a family until after 11 going on to 12. After 12 midnight, we were in the hotel searching and we didn't find her. But we knew since then that she did not leave the hotel. She did not leave there because she's not a child that will wander off. She's a pleasant, quiet, nice child. Somebody had to indicate and call her, and they snatched her and they held her in there and killed her. And this is not the first time, and this will be the last time. Every member for the family will go down.
The police want the family at the station? Is that what you're hearing?
Now, I don't know why they want my brother-in-law now.
This is the police?
Yes, the police wants my brother-in-law to go to the station. The brother-in-law, my brother-in-law. The police acted too late. We're not going anywhere. If the president wants to see us, let him come and meet us here. You understand? We have been asking for help. If help had came in a timely manner, we might have found my niece alive. You understand? The president, the police, the commander, they have all failed us. The commander was insisting. Several times he called to ask us to move from there. Why? What are hiding? Who's taking pay? How many times they're going to take pay for this boy? Eh? How many times they're taking pay for son?
Thank you so much. That is the sister of the mother.
3 times! 3 murders, 3! Recently they killed a little boy in that pool that I heard about today. How many more? We ain't taking it. We ain't taking it. This family ain't taking it.
Thank you so much.
It is very unprofessional. Let me tell you something, Sherrod.
Apologies there, folks. My apologies. I'm so flustered this morning. My apologies. I was just saying not to send any more voice notes. I want to get through the ones that we have, and we're going to close off with attorney to the family, Darren Wade. We're going to close on that note, but I want to get through the voice notes that we have, and this is one of them.
Hello, Sherrod. Good morning. This is my point of view on the situation that happened yesterday. I'm a military personnel, and from the aspect of things, you could have already known that something terrible has played out, right? I am speaking on a military perspective, right? A GDS perspective. From the way how things played out, you could have known that something is wrong, right? And the competence of the police is very incompetent. The police force acted very lackadaisical. From the moment that you hear that there's a child, there isn't no other priority that comes first. The child automatically becomes first priority. And the response of the police from the way that the parents is speaking, it is very unprofessional. Let me tell you something, Sherrod. If that was my child, I didn't know how that was going to play out. It was going to be hell and back. Because nobody never going to come and tell me otherwise that they sorry because sorry could not have bring back my child. Right? And for me, the whole government want to go home. The whole government from Ali straight down want to go home. Because you got sniffing dog. I think you're paying people for train them dogs. How much millions of dollars, right? And from first priority, the child should be first priority. That you should get a dog, lock down the place, nobody leave, nobody get in, nobody get out. Resolve the matter properly, and then you could have come and show. But instead of that, you see the always custom to the propaganda and the photo ops. The prayer manager, she show up there, taking hugs, playing like she's the most sorriest person, and when not, with she hypocritical self. That's the thing that stormed me after these people, right? And then the government now will come and take a couple photo apps and speak to the parents them yesterday, and after the whole thing up on social media, taking out picture with the people cheering like if they will bring back. What happened with the one will last? A life last is too much. It's too much, and it's a child, Sherrod. It's an 11-year child. Don't matter what going on in the place, don't matter how much money making in the place, the child life should be priority. You think no amount of money could buy back a child life? Yeah. So what nonsensical nonsense the prayer manager talking. And the president and after very incompetent, very incompetent. I'm very disappointed as a military personnel. That is how my commander-in-chief operates. And a global stage is watching. Yeah. And I have to walk around this place with my head low to the ground and show a bright face that is my commander-in-chief that is leading me. Very slack, very slack. I'm very disappointed as a military personnel. Slack, man. The damn slacker.
Well, you heard it there, folks. But you know what? I didn't think you heard it there, but we learned yesterday that Priya Manik Chan sent 10 bucks of food for breakfast for the family yesterday morning. Folks, I don't mean to laugh. 10 bucks of food. That's what we learned. Priya sent 10 bucks of food for the family. This government, just when you think they can't get worse, they are so out of touch, numb to the people's feelings in this country. Send 10 bucks of food. 10 bucks of food. Learn on the ground yesterday. Folks, please, no more voice. I know you all mean well.
Mr. Duncan, let me tell you something. As a mother, I would not stand for this nonsense. This government always coming telling you they're going to pay for your debt. If I were those people, I would have buried my dead. Even if I got to go and buy piece cotton and tie shame and bury she by the poor. But I would not have taken one blind cent from the government for waking our funeral. This nonsense got to stop. When they kill your children, they come in and tell you they're going to pay for the funeral and pay for the wake.
Yeah.
Not
that's the value of human
one
life.
blind cent.
Yeah.
But you see when I done bury me dead. You see when I done bury me dead. And I wash off me face. It's me, them, and my attorneys. I have nothing more to see.
Yep. Heads got to roll. Everybody got to work this morning, you know. Think anybody bothered? Everybody got to work this morning. Things normal. Things normal.
And this is my opinion of what is going on. If to you and your viewers, if the president, if you don't have the police force, people are not qualified. The president is not qualified. Full stop. If the top of the head bad, the whole body is bad. No excuse. The whole of the PPP bad. What y'all expect, black people? It's sickening to know what y'all expect, black people. This is time to shut the country down.
Yep.
More y'all gonna get killed. It is sad to say, but more y'all gonna get killed. Black people, what's wrong with y'all? Huh? Huh? You can't die from starvation. Huh?
$10 of food.
Done with the party. Done with this kind of buying of this and buying of that, where these people are producing the thing. It's so sickening to know with black people. And it's time to do this, it's time to do that. The time is right now. Right now. Every day and every time and every day.
Yeah.
Shut down the country. Go to the U.S. embassy and let the people muster and tell them, is you install these people? You got to get them out. Go to the U.S. embassy and muster up. You tell us about these people. You put them in. Get them out.
Yep.
Get them out.
I wouldn't forget last week. That young man and Azruddin settled up the matter. He ain't pursuing the matter. Azruddin not pursuing the matter. They blocked that young man from leaving the country. They blocked him from going overseas. But here, a whole family could be under suspicion and they could be allowed to fly out. A whole family could be under suspicion and they're allowed to fly out if allegations are correct. Azruddin say him pursuing the matter. The boy said, I ain't working for these jerks here anymore. He could be stopped at the airport. He ain't commit no crime. He had a suspicion of committing any crime. They both dropped the police matter. But he is stopped. The whole family could fly out.
Good morning, Sherrod.
Morning.
First of all, let me say sincere condolences to the family of the young lady that passed away, that was brutally, heinously murdered, Adriana Young. This whole situation actually shows that the government of the day is culpable in many ways.
Every way.
It's alleged that the owner of the hotel has not relationships, but at least some friendship with the president of Guyana. And that is the reason why the whole search for the body a few nights ago was actually stalled. Heads have to roll for what happened. This tore Guyana apart. This tore several people apart. Literally. It's sad.
Very much so.
To see how this young lady passed away. I know people literally cried. Something has to be done. The police, the divisional commander, the commissioner of police, the president, all of them has to be held accountable. And an independent and real true independent investigation. Even the pathologists that they've imported from Barbados should not be the only person who is doing that service.
Should not be the person.
They should have multiple pathologists, independent people.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Why they can't honor the wishes of the family and give the family the pathologist that they want? The people don't trust the system. And you forcing a pathologist on them, make it make sense.
Hi, Sherrod. Good morning. Good morning,
Morning, Debs.
viewers.
Morning, Debs.
Sherrod, I was so hurt yesterday. I watched that
You and the
those
nation, then.
streams. I from one stream to the next. Can't believe my eyes, my belly tumbling. I can't even focus properly to do my job because I was at work.
Yeah.
Sharon,
the diaspora.
The government and the Guyana police force failed the nation once more again. From the time those people start crying out, the police should have cordoned off that place and search it. But you know why they didn't do it, Sharon? They all knew what was going on.
They're all in it.
They all knew.
Kiki
And you see the commander for Region 3? He need going on with immediate effect. I watch a video where he's showing the mother something on his phone saying the girl finds some scene somewhere. And the woman started behave bad and said, "This is not her child. This is not her child."
It's to get them away from the hotel.
Let me tell you, my instinct tell me, you see that white vehicle that was coming out of that building? They had the child in that vehicle for going through away some way. But the people make the car back the vehicle in the compound shortly after child appear. So my instinct telling me the child was in that vehicle. Where was all these police?
Yeah.
Instead of they look after the poor and the poor interest, they looking after the rich and famous.
Correct.
They guarding the building, rise the people doing the gymnastic in the building.
The girl inside.
And making the people a fool and chasing the people home. That officer needs sending on with immediate effect because he know why he was sending the people home. For they get access to throw away the child.
Yeah.
But when God say yes, no man say no.
Correct. Correct. Laura Helen.
And a mother tender care sees towards the child she bear. You see the father role? He barely cry out. He barely cry out. There's a real father. There's a father love. God tell he stay there and he take him back on the ground.
Yeah.
Don't play with Mother Earth.
Yeah.
You see we end up rolling upon the ground crying for each child. God give we victory. Guyanese, continue. Let we be focused. Let we watch and pray. God ain't dead. God is on our side. You see, President Ali should step down. In other country, heads would have been rolling since yesterday. Priya come there. Where she come there for tell people?
$10 of
with
food.
a whole heap of police. Where they find all these
$10
police
of
from?
food. Priya,
For escort Priya when the people was crying out for police. No police.
Yeah.
The police force failed the nation
$10
again. Guyanese, we can't depend on the police force for do for us anymore. The police force need dismantling. Yes, you have some good ones in it, but you see the bad ones, they make everybody look bad.
Yeah.
The bad ones make everybody look bad. And you see the commander, he know a lot what was going on. I blame he. Because if he's the commander and he want the people go in the building, he want the people go at the station.
Yeah.
And he chasing the people home. So that means he know what was going on till yesterday morning. He chasing the people home. Chasing the people home, distracting the people, telling the people here, there, and everywhere. For people.
It's the friends.
For people running hell to skelter for they get for come out with the body.
That's what they wanted.
Something wrong. Guyanese, y'all have a chance.
It's the friends.
And use y'all index finger when the time come. Only when PPP in power, these things going on. Only when PPP in power, let's weigh the scale. Let's weigh the scale and stop having people brainwashing we and putting clouds over the eye because it can't work. Our children going down. Our children going down. By the hands of these wicked and vindictive set of people. Sherrod, you have a blessed and wonderful day. And my God still on the throne.
You should have a great day. Kiki know the whole thing. Sir Kiki post today. It says ritualistic sacrifice. Right? The preparation, the start. Kiki know the whole thing. Top to bottom. Finally, last one is Marlon.
Sherrod,
Last one.
coming in again.
And then we go.
Well, I want to ask a question.
Ask a
Why
question.
was the police protecting the building, preventing the people from going in, instead of searching for the people's child?
Everybody take
Why? Why? That is the question. Why was it?
Same way.
And let me tell you, Sharon, I have a voice note that was sent saying that the hotel man, the owner, and Ewok man was stopped at the airport last night. They were trying to go out. So I think that the people need to go at the police station and protest out there and let them bring them out and show them to satisfy the mind that he's in custody.
Who is where and what is how. Thank you very much. Folks, let it do it for us this morning. Thanks to all of you who contributed, sent in your voice notes. Thank you guys so much. We're a little in the overtime this morning, but we made up for a late start. We're an hour and a half in, believe it or not. Let us leave it there. We're going to catch you guys on the other side of our program this evening. Have a fantastic day. Thank you guys so much for being here with us this morning. And there's where we bid you guys farewell. Until we see you guys this evening. Stay
Thank you.